we see a great champion, a fighter that was very dedicated and did everything he had to do in boxing, fade away. I think this is the end of Canelo Alvarez. He knows that David's going to retire him.
Those are the words of Jose Benavidez Sr. He believes the Canelo Alvarez era is coming to a close, and Canelo's doing anything he can to hold on to it. And I guess all the Benavidezes think alike, because David Benavidez thinks he's scared of him too, and he thinks it would be a good investment for Canelo Alvarez if he gets the $150 million to invest in some nuts. And David Benavidez said on Instagram, "If I have nothing to offer, then why are you demanding you get 150 to 200 million to fight someone who isn't worth anything? Hopefully, after you make that $150 million, you have enough left over to buy a pair of nuts." And that has been the debate on the YTBC. Is Canelo ducking or he isn't ducking? And both sides have valuable points. Me, myself, I think the fight should happen. I also think Canelo does not expect $200 million to fight David Benavidez. That is a negotiation tactic he's using right now. But I also think the Benavidez family, well, David and Jose Sr., are lying. And I heard a Benavidez fan on the Coach Malachi show today say the same thing that I heard Jose Benavidez say a while back. If he doesn't want to fight us, drop the belts. We want a chance at the belts. So where was that same energy before Canelo came to 168? I mean, Benavidez was champion, Caleb Plant was champion, Callum Smith was champion, Billy Joe Saunders was champion. No one was trying to unify. It was just stagnant. And then Benavidez ends up losing his belt. Canelo moves up, becomes undisputed champion in 11 months. And what happened after that? Now everybody wants the belts. Everybody wants a title shot because Canelo's a cash cow of boxing. And it doesn't bother me if you want a payday. You're a prize fighter. You're supposed to want the biggest payday you can get. This is your livelihood. But don't lie about it that we just want the belts, because you had a chance to collect all the belts before Canelo moved to 168 and you didn't do it. And you want to know why Benavidez didn't become undisputed champion when Canelo wasn't there? Because it wasn't enough money. Canelo is a smart businessman. He knows how big this Benavidez fight is going to be, and that's why he's asking for $200 million, because he's going to be getting a substantial amount to fight Benavidez, wherever that fight happens. If it happens, I know both guys will be free agents after their next fights. And I believe Prince Turki Al-Sheikh has a checkbook to do this fight. Another thing I'm looking at is, I think if David Benavidez goes to 175 and have that fight, which I'm still having my doubts that's going to happen, if he makes that move now, I think it's going to be very hard for him to come down the next fight to fight Canelo at 168. He's having problems now, regardless of what Jose Benavidez Sr. is saying. David Benavidez be looking like a cruiserweight on fight night. And this is why Canelo says the only thing he could promise me is not the money, but 25 extra pounds on fight night. This is why I said if Benavidez is moved to 175, stay there. Win your interim title, then fight better Bivol and better yourself. You become undisputed. You have something Canelo wants. Right now you have nothing to offer but a payday. But if you get those titles at 175, you'll have something Canelo wants. But if you go to 175, then you come back down to fight Canelo in November or whatever the fight's gonna be, if it happens, to 168, I think that's checkmate. Because I've had Canelo beating Benavidez anyway, but he's gonna definitely beat Benavidez if he's coming from 175 back down to 168. That never ends well. He will not be the same fighter, in my opinion. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Jose Benavidez Sr.? Is the Canelo era close to the end? Or do you agree with David Benavidez? Canelo need to invest in some nuts. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.